Hey, what's up, what up? Of course, it's me, your boy T. I'm coming to you on the 12th, which is early in the morning. I'm home, taking some time off, and I'm here so we can wrap up our little run on Benny Hill. And we will be watching one more video with the man that I loved so much as a child. And our final thing with him will be the birds and the bees. Like I said to people who may have not have heard, I grew up watching Benny on Channel 9 in New York City, living in the metropolitan area when I was a kid. And Benny Hill was one of the people that I loved watching on Friday nights. It was Friday night or Saturday night, I'm not quite sure. And he came on just before or just after WWE wrestling. And me and my cousins used to sit up and watch Benny and watch wrestling late at night. And it was great. So without further ado, we'll get to it. And if you do like it, please like, subscribe, smash that notification bell, and let us know other videos you would like to see. So without further ado, let's get to Benny in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go, Benny. Top it for the last time. Let's go, bro.
I'd reached the age of 14 and I hadn't started courting, and my mum was getting worried about me. She says, "Dad, it's time you told him all about the birds and bees." He says, "The birds and bees," and he sat me on his knee. He says, "Now, remember Uncle Joe at that picnic a while ago where we went off into the woods with Auntie Pat? And how I chased old Riley's daughter, and what happened when I caught her?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, birds and bees does that." Dad works very hard indeed. Well, he got 10 kids to feed. Well, 10 and 7 nights to be precise. And we all wear hand-me-downs. And as I am the youngest and the others are all girls, it ain't very nice. Dad says, "It's time that you got wed." I says, "I'd rather drop down dead." He says, "Now, how about old Maud from Itley Down?" I says, "Maud, not bloody likely. She's been had by all the chaps in Itley." He said, "Well, Itley's really quite a little town." He says, "You gotta get a wife. You can't go on enjoying life. Well, folks will think you're strange and start to frown." I says to him, "Now look, why should I buy a book when there's a thriving lending library in the town?" One day I found a friend. It was up by Badger's End. Little pigeon fell down at my feet. His feathers was flecked with red, and at first I thought he's dead. And then I knelt and I felt his little heart still beat. I cupped him in my hands and I ran home to my mam, and she said, "Son, I'm as proud of you as I can be. You're thoughtful and you're kind and you've got a gentle mind, and that'll do a treat for your old father's teeth." I says, "You shall not touch my bird." And without another word, I took him in my room and I shut the door, and then I bathed him and I warmed him and I nursed him back to health, because you see, I'd never really had a friend before. I taught him little tricks, like playing dead and picking up sticks, and the village girls, they brought birdseed every day. "Dad, you can't come in," I chant, "or my birdie will fly out." But of course, I let the village girls all stay. Well, there was Mabel from the stable and Mary from the dairy. We had a visit from our beauty queen. And that great big Betty Mavery. And she got her own aviary. Well, she got the biggest parakeets I've ever seen. Dad says you ought to let him go. The mum, she says, "Oh no, you just want to get some shooting practice in." But the vicar says, "My son, it really isn't done, and to lock up a wild thing, well, that's a sin." One morning, when it was all still, I took him up to Badger's Hill. I lost the only little friend I had that day. Not a word I said, I just kissed his little head, and I opened my hands, and I watched him fly away. He circled up and round, and then he settled on the ground, and off he went straight up to the sky. And then I looked, and I could see he was flying back to me. And then he swooped, and then he pooped right in my eye. I thought that's bloody rude. And core, there's gratitude. And I hope they never cross a pigeon with a cow. And Dad says, here, there's a caper, I'll go get a bit of paper. I says, don't be daft, he's miles away by now. Dad says, I know you lost a friend, but it's really not the end. You'll be married and have your family of your own quite soon. Well, I never said a word. But you see, that little bird had lured 18 little ravers up to my room. So if anyone's got a spare cockatoo or an old crow they don't want, I'd be very much obliged because, you know, I can put them a good use.
Oh, man. Oh, God. That's the antithesis of what we used to watch. The very apex of what we used to watch when we were kids. Even though a lot of the nuances of his jokes and the culture based on how the jokes landed didn't matter to us. It was just funny. It was his expressions and how he set up the jokes and the delivery. We may not understand some of it, but we laughed anyway because comedy is universal. We may not understand what a vicar is and all these other things, but hey, we didn't care. You know, we loved Benny, and I still do to this day. I hope you guys do too. So thank you for watching. To your left will be our archive videos and our other old Benny Hill videos as well as others. So please come back again and join us here. I'll be doing videos throughout the week because I am off this week, guys. I'm concentrating on the show and I'm back. So see you guys soon. Peace.